I did not tag him on TikTok because I did not love my hair.
Hey loves, Alabama Barker isn't who you think she is. I know this is shocking and you'd be tempted to ask, Anna, how do you know this? Well, it only took one online scandal to shatter the sweet, soft-spoken image she portrays online. You might want to sip slowly because this tea is piping hot. I'm about to show you the shocking reality of Alabama Barker's glamorous world, and if you know me, you know I have all the receipts too. We've unraveled the secrets behind her glittering facade, and trust me, you won't believe the lengths people go to hide their authentic personalities just for fame and followers. All right, let me fill you in on how Alabama Barker's picture-perfect life took a dramatic turn and left TikTok buzzing. It all ignited when she reached out to this guy who is a super talented LA-based hairstylist to do hair. But that wasn't the drama. The service fee would come to $2,000. Apparently, Alabama negotiated a deal to pay half of the fees in cash and half in promo. Nicholas, the hairstylist, actually agreed to this because Alabama has a very huge social media following and this partnership would work to his advantage. On top of the online shoutouts, Alabama even said she would attend a red carpet event and a TV show and would mention the hairstylist on all of these platforms too. Basically, how influencers work. Guys, this would have been very good exposure for Nicholas. After assessing everything, he agreed to do the job, hoping that Alabama would hold her end of the bargain. Lo and behold, would you believe that Alabama never did any of these things they agreed upon? Literally silent. She only mentioned the stylist in one picture, but no tags, no promos, nothing. Like, she went on with her life and even had the audacity to take cute pictures in her new platinum blonde hair, but never acknowledged the hairstylist as agreed. A couple of months later, one of Nicholas's friends sent him the Star magazine front page showcasing the world's richest kids, and you guessed right, Alabama's face was right there. Things started heating up when the guy took to TikTok and talked about the whole saga. He just gave the story without mentioning her name.
A few months ago, this influencer reached out to me, wanting me to do her hair. And I was totally down. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. When it came time to talk about prices, but she was asking me for half off in return of a promotional post. So I accepted to do a half off for a promo that never arrived. Again, for something that she never delivered, because she just tagged me in a picture, but she never mentioned me. No stories and no mention, just a tag. But this person was mentioned in a magazine cover as one of the richest kids in the world. And
it did not take long before the internet sleuths identified who Nicholas was talking about by eliminating all the kids mentioned in the magazine.
Now, by process of elimination, we know it's not Jennifer Aniston because as a seasoned celebrity, she probably has her own colorist. And we know it's not Princess Caroline because, again, she lives in the UK. We know it's not Blue Ivy because, again, she normally rocks braids and not blonde hair. Now, Angelina Jolie's child goes by they, them pronouns, I believe, and has short brown hair. And honey, the only person left on this magazine cover is Alabama Barker.
And here's what his section looked like. The audacity to ask for half off is crazy. Every rich client I've ever had, they are the ones that ask for discounts and don't tip. Money obviously doesn't mean they are classy. Don't ever undercut your services. You're worth it. The irony is that the richest people always get discounts and or free services / products while everyone else pays full price. He is not complaining about his work. He is complaining that she did not uphold her end of the bargain. And in less than 24 hours, the video had over 2 million views. I don't know about y'all loves, but if it was me, I wouldn't have responded if I was Alabama. Remember, the guy never mentioned her. He just told the story. So this is the person you said in a story a long time ago. I would have never guessed. I started following you waiting for this tea. However, against her better judgment, Alabama made a 4-minute response video which escalated the situation even further.
Here's us talking about the promo deal. He never once said no to it. Not only did he not say no to it, even after my hair was done and after we did the promo deal, he never texted me complaining. The only thing he's done is bring it to social media. He hasn't come to me. Mind you, this is a grown man. He hasn't even said, hey, will you send me this much money because I feel like I didn't get enough recognition.
So first of all, Alabama said many things and nothing at the same time. But what upset people was that she couldn't see her mistake in all of these. In fact, according to her, the hairstylist should have contacted her privately if he wasn't satisfied with how the partnership went. The same Alabama that took pictures and videos obsessing about her blonde hair now turned around and said she didn't see the need to proceed with the partnership because she didn't like the hair, guys. According to this screenshot, she actually liked it. To make matters worse, Nicholas actually reached out to her privately, requesting her to do a TikTok shout out, which she agreed to. But in her response video, she blatantly lies that they never had such a conversation. In her long response video, she categorically says how much she never liked the hair because it had 2 shades of blonde, and that she even booked a second appointment where she was willing to pay full price to get the job done. She never honored those appointments, as you'll see later in the video. She said that the top was platinum blonde while the bottom was complete silver blonde, which wasn't what she wanted in the first place. But here's the thing, loves, you can never go too far with a lie in this screenshot era, and I'll share with you the evidence in a second. By this time, not only was Nicholas annoyed, but his craft had also been disrespected. So he came out with screenshots of all the conversations they've had, and people didn't have to look far to read into Alabama's lies. She had also intentionally left out very vital information in her insincere response, but what's worse was how she shifted the blame. First of all, remember how she said she never liked the result? Nicholas had this to say.
I was kind enough not to mention your name, but now that you started, let's get deep into it. And now you repeated several times that you were not happy with the result. This says otherwise.
Don't be sad. I love the color of the hair. Nobody has ever done me so bright.
Already, I wasn't extremely happy with the results.
I love the color of the hair.
Someone is definitely lying here or deliberately leaving out some details. Okay, moving on. Nicholas had a very genuine question for Alabama. If you didn't like my services, why did you keep trying to book with me?
Also, what's funny is that you hated it so much that you keep trying to book with me.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 times.
At this juncture, pieces of the puzzle had come together, and that's when people started grilling Alabama even more. The little rich girl could have paid full price but wanted to do a half in exchange for a promo. He did what he was supposed to do, and she didn't. Doesn't matter how old she is, she needs to be held accountable. If she wanted a discount, she should have just gone to her stepmom Courtney for a hookup. I'm sure they have plenty of hair people that would work with her and give her a discount for being Courtney's stepdaughter. Alabama kept repeating that Nicholas was an adult, a man, and that he shouldn't have come after her like that. And she might have thought that stressing that part would make people sympathize with her, but it didn't take too long for her to realize that TikTok users were serving her more humble pie. Guys, things took such a dramatic turn for Alabama that she made a tough call of disabling her TikTok comments. And guess what? As we speak, her account has gone private. The storm is real. If you thought we were done, that's just the tip of the iceberg, loves. While the first bit of this drama just sheds light on the situation, there's still another part that Nicholas served us. He literally took us back to the beginning where Alabama was the first to DM him, saying how much she was obsessed with his work. Can you guys imagine that all of this started over a year ago? After listening to what Nicholas had to say, people were more convinced that not only was Alabama ungrateful, but she also disregarded other people's time. My goodness. The number of times she booked appointments with Nicholas but never showed up or communicated prior. Take a look at this screenshot where he sacrificed to meet with her on a Saturday, which was his day off. She canceled at the last minute and rescheduled for Sunday. Alabama never showed up on the said Sunday, and her excuse was that her father didn't wake her up. All this time, the hairstylist was still being very pleasant. Y'all, the receipts are numerous. Clearly, Alabama didn't show all these. Nicholas went ahead to address the people who were asking him why he didn't respond to her privately, since Alabama had pointed that out, and it turns out he actually did in these long paragraphs.
And for everybody saying like, oh, you should have talked to her, you should have talked to her, I did. This was my response a year ago. These are some long messages, so I'm not gonna be reading everything, but I pretty much expressed her how I felt when she didn't deliver, when she canceled me on my free day, when she didn't show up, when she made me lose all the money.
I told her that she doesn't have any empathy, that she doesn't understand how people that actually work. And here I show her the screenshots when I cancel my other clients for her to come and never show up.
Most people have empathized with Nicholas. The receipts. I'm so glad you said everything you said. Professionalism is out the window after this. Some people even dragged Kourtney into her stepdaughter's shenanigans. Kourtney Kardashian, your loser stepdaughter owes this man. I am so sorry this happened to you. I'm a hairdresser as well, and I completely understand. I commend you for being so brave to speak out. Big hug. Loves, just when we thought we had seen it all, Alabama's mother also entered the chat. Apparently, she reached out to Nicholas after he first did Alabama's hair. Do you remember the hair that she said she didn't like? Yes, that one. Alabama and her mom were so impressed that she also contacted Nicholas. But it gets more interesting. She also wanted her hair done for free. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. It is actually true that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So, if I'm getting this right, according to these screenshots, Alabama's mother wanted Nicholas to work on her hair for free, a service that would take him well up to 9 hours without even a bathroom break or time to eat. But when he declined, she suddenly couldn't imagine sitting in a chair for 9 hours. These people. If you're wondering what their obsession with free things is, honestly, you're not alone. Some people are also just as curious. I've watched all the videos. I'm definitely on your side. And why do they want freebies? Like, isn't this your bread and butter? Why do these rich people want free or discounted services? Your work is amazing. Never discount or accommodate again. Damn. Even the mama. When Nicholas went full throttle on his expose, he did have a lot of things to say. As expected, people will always take sides in the situation, and this drama also had divided opinions. While a majority were on the hairdresser's side, some insisted that he was using Alabama's name for clout, yet he was a grown man engaging in an online battle with a kid. How are you saying you would love to move on and then drag this shit on? She gave you the promo on Insta like you agreed, no? Some even called him out for charging too much for his services. Others came to the hairstylist's defense on the price issue, saying that Alabama comes from a wealthy family and is pretty rich herself now that she's doing her thing on social media. They mentioned that $2K on hair might be too much for an average person, but just pocket change for Alabama. Additionally, the hairdresser in question works with celebrities and he's well known in Beverly Hills. If you scroll through his page, you can tell that he is so good at his job. But there's one piece of the puzzle that will help us know who is wrong in this situation. Guys, this isn't the first time Alabama is being exposed for mistreating service providers. There's yet another video of a nail technician detailing how Alabama bailed out at the last minute, yet she drove all the way to Alabama's hotel to offer her services. Alabama was the one who DM'd her in the first place, and she says how disappointed she was since her day was already planned out. Alabama didn't respond after she arrived and never said anything ever again, not even an apology. There were so many comments accusing Alabama of mistreating other service providers, hinting at a pattern of deceit and arrogance. My nail tech did her nails twice, and my nail tech hates her because she's grimy, apparently. My nail tech is the sweetest. At this point, most people are of the opinion that Alabama Barker needs to do better. Honestly, Alabama Barker had her fair share of online hate this year. Isn't it just a few months ago when she received backlash for blackfishing? This came after she posted a video wrapping in red hair. One Twitter user even said, "I don't understand how white girls be rich and decide to do this, the way I would be at a pool spending money somewhere like that." She even had to bring down a video where her friend said the N-word. Anyways, loves, I would love to hear your opinion on this situation down below. Also, don't forget to click on the tab above for more videos on these celebrities and influencers.